Introducing Pichu London Plus. For just $1.99 a month, you get access to full unedited races from Season 46 of the Ultimate Series and the 2024 Mock Pichu London Cup Series season. You'll also get access to races ahead of time before anybody else, and you'll also receive custom emojis and badges to use on the comments below. Finally, there will be an exclusive new series just for members coming soon. You do not want to miss that. Join Pichu London Plus today, just $1.99 a month. Just click the join button down below to get started. Welcome back to Season 46 of the Pichu London Ultimate Series. Today we're at Sonoma Raceway. It is race number 15 of the season. Zachary Fitzwater starts on the pole for this race alongside him in the 15 of Nilson Herrera. Let's take a look at the rest of the starting lineup in today's race. The first stage will end on lap 10, the second stage on lap 21, and will run all the way to lap 33 here today. And you may have noticed the old Infineon signs on the back of these cars behind them. Well, that is because we are running at the original version of Sonoma Raceway, back when it was known as Infineon Raceway. The layout is slightly different than what they use now, but it's kind of a blast from the past here this weekend, as we're going back in the days of Infineon Raceway for this weekend's race, and going to be running in the one that came right out of the box in our Town 3 here in Sonoma. Though modern Sonoma racetracks have not worked out in our favor in terms of great racing, I can never get like a perfect balance at Sonoma in the modern ones that they made in our Town 3. Heard there was a new one coming out soon, but instead we're going to go back to its roots and run the default Sonoma racetrack for this season's race. And hopefully next season a newer modern Sonoma will make it work finally here for our Town 3 offline racing. But for now we're going back to the good old days here at Infineon Raceway. The cars are going to roll off the track here in the grand old Infineon Raceway in Sonoma. It's still wine country though, and we're still running a road course race for the second time this season. The last one we did, Connor Breen dominated, led almost every lap to win, but we'll see what happens here in the more familiar territory of Sonoma. Zachary Fitzwater leads the field. No better way to do it, as he is the all-time wins leader in the series. He has a win this season, in fact, and looks to add another one here today. We're going green flag racing here at Sonoma, and we're underway. Up into the S's right now. Oh, look, things are even between Nilson Herrera and Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater gets the edge, though, downhill. And there's Liam Stewart going to make the pass on the 34 of Matt Gomes. So Liam is third. Nilson's in second. Right now inside the top five. And this is what it's all about here. Side by side, the race should be here at Sonoma on a road course. And there's Connor Breen. We talked about him earlier today. He dominated Coda in last time we ran on a road course. He's looking at another win on Sonoma. Here's the 47. Oh, some cars off track. Got to be careful of getting out of the dirt here. Got to get out of the dirt quickly as possible. You don't want to lose that momentum. Look at those side-by-side racing in the back. Samet Oskan goes for a position on his teammate of Giovanni Castillo. First lap is going to go to Zachary Fitzwater. It's no surprise he's out in front early on with all the experience he has under his belt. This is his final full season here in the series. Last chance for him to try to win a championship for the all-time wins leader. and looks to hold off the pack to win and get into the championship run. Already in there with a win, but he looks to add another one to solidify his spot to the playoffs. Nilsson is in third, and so is Liam Stewart. No, Nilsson's in second, Liam is in third. Sorry about that. Side by side here. Look low, maybe try to make a pass somewhere. Down the S's here between Matt Hunter and Hayden Stringer. Oh, Stringer took a bad run there, had to back off a bit. Maybe he's going to try to fight back and force him on the outside. A little bit of a gap between those top 10 drivers, but Tyler Jones going for a position on John Andrews. All of them getting road course experience here today at Sonoma after running on the road course earlier this season at COTA. There will be, and there is a caution now on lap 2. I thought I almost forgot to mention that there will be stage break cautions here on the road course. We didn't have stage break cautions last time at COTA because there were too few laps to separate the stages from, and to bring stage break cautions out, there were just too little of laps to do stage break cautions. But now, from here on out, all road courses will implement stage break cautions like in the ovals for the rest of the season. But we do have our first caution of the race occurring on around lap 3. And these guys will race back to the line. Zachary Fitzwater looks like he will be the leader. It looks like the caution might have been brought out by Isaiah Bernesh. But we'll look back on it as soon as Zachary Fitzwater crosses the start-finish line to take the yellow flag as the race leader. It'll set up a double fall restart. We saw how things got real close early on, so wonder how things will work out with another double fall restart coming up. Fitzwater takes the lead under caution, and let's take a look at what brought out the yellow. Alright, we're back here at Sonoma. So Isaiah Bernesh did bring out the caution as he was going to pass the 10 car of JP Latara, but went a little too fast and just brake checked right in front of the 45, and they both collided and spun. But the 3 car was not able to move on his own, so he had to be sent down to pit road. I mean, the 3 car was going for a position. I mean, he was next to last. He was almost last place, by the way, when he tried to make the move. But every position matters for those points. And Bernesh was just a little too aggressive trying to get by the 10 car and just spun himself out. So that's what brought out the first caution of the race. Alright, before we get to the green flag, here's another view of the 3 cars spinning. He was trying to get by the 10 car, and he sees the 54-45 in the middle. He tried to make the pass work, but just was way too hard on the brakes and just goes for a spin, and he takes out the 45 along with them. So Isaiah Bernesh went on to pit road, had to be teleported in, and that's what brought the caution out, and we will be back with the restart. Alrighty guys, back with the restart. Interesting development. I think they might have pitted under caution because Zachary Fitzwater is restarting in row 3, not as the race leader. So the lead, I believe, is going to go to Nilsson Herrera, who's out in front over the 9 of Liam Stewart. Well, so I guess I must have skipped over when they took pit stops under caution. But we're going to have different leaders up in the front between Nilsson Herrera and Liam Stewart. Alright, so let's see how this restart's going to go down here on lap number 6. And we'll see who's going to get the better jump. Nilsson and Liam, neither of them have won in the Ultimate Series. So this might be a chance for these guys to take home a win today in Sonoma. Last season, it was Richard Morphy that got his first win at this very track. So we'll see if another first-time winner will come out of wine country today. Lap 6 coming up, and we're just about approaching the end of stage 1. So we're going to go back to the green flag, and here we go. The green is out once again. Let's see who gets the better restart. 15 off to a good start. And the 15's up and running. Something about that outside lane that has always worked out for the drivers in front. Liam's going to keep second. Rich Roy's going for a position on Connor Breton. Zach Fitzwater's going to have to fight to get back into the lead now. The 20 is going to get by him. Edith Cardoza trying to catch the leaders, and these guys are getting loose again. Oh, man, they're still battling for position. Oh, boy. 47 gets by. 7, a little bit on the sand right there, a little trap there. Just can't afford to really slip up here at this corner. Connor Breton takes third spot away. Breton gets a better jump than Rich Roy on the restart. Roy's trying to bump him out. 7 car gets the bump on the 19. Try to take that position away. Almost 3 wide here. 43 trying to block. Allison Rain. 1 car on the apron of Jamal Jackson. He got loose, but is able to continue. The 1 car able to continue now. That was the same team that won with Richard Morphy in last season's race. But it's Nilson Herrera out in front. So the 15 got a better jump on the restart. He's in the lead now at Sonoma. Holding on over Liam Stewart. He knows that another caution will come out for the stage break. He's got to really plan the next move right here. Oh, look at them bumping and banging each other. Oh, I love this version of Sonoma. Can't believe I never really got to run a lot of these races here at this particular version with the default one. But Zachary Fitzwater and Garrett Albertson battling side by side. Fitzwater first on the gas. And look at the battle for Matt Hunter. He just gained a spot on the 24. Able to get around the 24 car. Comes Maravilla, might get a run on the S's on the carousel. So he might get the 2 right here. So far so good. These guys are running smoothly in front. Some battles going on in the back now. There's our winner from last weekend at St. Louis, Avi Sachs. Avi Sachs trying out another win here tonight at Sonoma. But John Andrews won't let him go now. Side by side between Tyler Jones and LG Lataro. And Allison Rain going to look low. Can she make the move on Clark McKee? Clears the 43. What a move by the 48 car to get by. But Oscon's trying to fight back. Look at the 6 car trying to fight back on the 41. Maybe trying to force him on the outside. Big run. Can he get it? No, 41 gets the jump. 41 gets around and gets the jump. Still trying to keep the lead. Trying to keep the position away. I always say keeping the lead. I just always have a tendency of doing that, man. Clark McKee wants his position back. Oh boy. Gotta try to get it on Allison Rain. Nathaniel O'Hare right behind, though. But Allison Rain pulls ahead. And Rain pulls ahead and still is going to continue the fight for 19 to get into the top 20. Right now, top 10, there are really not much battles going on. But Albertson trying to hang on over his teammate for the last stage point. It's a battle of teammates for the stage point. Sure, Albertson would wish that he and his teammate are both inside the top 10. But the 12 car is still right now is going to have to run 10th. It might have to get around his teammate to gain that stage point on him. Zachary Fitzwater drops to 9th. He led early on in the race, but has dropped to 9th now. Not what he wanted to be, but Nelson Herrera, bit of a gap between him and second place Liam Stewart. But this will be the last lap of stage 1, and there will be stage break cautions on road courses again. So Herrera should not get too comfortable with the race lead, because he's gonna have to face another restart. For right now, he's got a bit of a gap and maybe thinking about what to do next. But Nelson Herrera, though, right now, might get the Stage 1 victory. Almost a 2-second lead over the 9 car right now, and these guys are staying steady, probably thinking about their next moves heading into Stage 2, and I'm sure these guys are thinking about what's going to happen next in the second stage. Into the S's right now. Herrera's just got to hit his marks for the final few corners to win the stage. Nelson Herrera has never won in the series. He first competed last season. He was in the 51 for the same team. Switched over to the 15. Maybe this might be the day he gets his win. Into the carousel coming down to turn 11. Turn 12 now. And Liam Stewart's going to hold off Connor Breton. And so it's going to be the 15, Nelson Herrera, to win stage number 1 at Sonoma. So 15 is going to win the first stage at Sonoma Raceway. And going to hold off Liam Stewart to the very end. So it's going to be top 10 with Nelson Herrera, Liam Stewart, Connor Breton, Rich Roy, Giovanni Castillo, Chris Leone, Edith Cardoza, Matt Gomes, Zachary Fitzwater, and Garrett Albertson inside the top 10. Here we go, back to the green flag at Sonoma for stage 2. Who's going to get the better jump on the restart? Here we go. The green flag waves again. Oh, Liam Stewart not letting go. He's got the lead. What a start for the 9. He is in the lead now. Castillo going for second on Herrera. Takes it away. Saw this earlier with Zachary Fitzwater. And now Liam Stewart's in front. And a caution. There was a spin. 23 might have gone around. Liam Stewart leading. It'll race back to the line. Well, side by side with Connor Breton, Edith Cardoza. Cardoza right now with the advantage. Breton's trying to fight back. Liam Stewart in front. Got the better jump. He's in the lead. And the caution will come out. Racing back to the line. Last chance for these guys to make a move before the caution. 77 makes the move on his teammate. And what a run by 77 inside the top 10 now, but Liam Stewart will lead to the caution. We'll take a look back what brought out the yellow flag. Alright, this is what brought the caution out. It was Luke Law that brought out the caution, believe it or not. It was not a good restart for him. He gets hit by the 54. I don't know why they weren't set up but in the back of the pack there, but 99 gets taken out right from the get-go. I mean, I don't know what that was about between him and Alexander Rowe, but the 99 gets taken out to bring out the caution. Wow, I mean, that's just incredible. What kind of a restart was that for that 54? My goodness. Anyway, we're going back to green. Coming back to green flag racing here in stage number 2. And it's going to be Liam Stewart and Giovanni Castillo at the front row. Last time the bottom was the one that took the advantage, and that went to Liam Stewart. But we'll see what happens in this restart. Who will be on the gas first? Going to run with, I believe, 6 laps to go in stage 2. Stages are getting tighter and tighter now as we go on. And Sonoma going back to the green flag. Here we go, back to green with Liam Stewart and Giovanni Castillo on the front row. Onto the S's now. Who's going to get the advantage? Might be Castillo. Maybe. Still even. Still even to the exits. 19 with the edge. He's got him. Gets by the 9 and takes the lead. Here comes Rich Roy for second. Takes it away from Liam Stewart. Rich Roy in front in second place. Castillo right behind him. Rich Roy is going to try to chase down Giovanni Castillo. And here we go between Matt Hunter and Edith Cardoza for the big stage points. Teammates battling also behind them with Chris Leone and Ronald Marvila. Rich Roy in second, passing Liam Stewart, Connor Breton, and then Nelson Herrera dropped into fifth. Wow, a lot of lead changes here in Sonoma. Probably one of the most exciting races we've done at this track in a long time. And the 22 and 34 still side by side. Matt Hunter is still trying to clear Matt Gomes, the two Matts. Battling it outside the top 10. Here comes Hunter. What a run he got on that out inside line. A little drafting, a bumping help from Ronald Marvila. Breton looks low, trying to get by Liam Stewart. He's trying to get him in the S's. But Liam Stewart holds him off. Man, Liam was trying to fight back on Connor Breen. He knows Breen has the experience. Breen won on a road course in the last time we ran it in Coda. Let's see if Breen can make a run in the carousel. Trying to give him a bump and run right here. Not going to be able to do it. Rich Roy closing in on Giovanni Castillo. Got to catch him in a mistake here before the end of the stage to try to win stage 2 away from the 19 car. Rich Roy's had experience on road courses. He won twice at the Charlotte Roval in his career. Maybe another road course win could be on the horizon for this driver. Look at him running so close, trying to catch the drivers in a mistake. 10th place is Garrett Albertson. He's in 10th again. Still in 10th position, by the way. And a caution. We have a spin. Another yellow. And guess what? That might end the stage early. Yeah, because they're going to get the caution and then they'll have a restart on lap 21. So that's going to end the stage early, but they will not score the stage points until after lap 21. They might get it on the restart. They're going to approach lap traffic, and wow, I don't know how they were so close to lap traffic that way, but they kind of were relieved that the caution came out before they were going to approach lap traffic. But Castillo is going to be leading this to the caution. So we'll take a look back on what brought out the yellow. Alrighty, here's what brought out the caution, and I don't know why this was a caution because it happened near the back of the pack. Tyler Jones was hit from behind by Skylar Taylor and goes for a spin. Not sure why this brought out a caution, but it did. They could have just run past him, and Jones was able to get back onto racing after that, but the caution came out ultimately, and that was just before the end of the stage. So, yeah, they're due 2 caution laps, and then they get the restart, and the restart's going to be with the last lap of stage 2, and then they go right into stage 3. So it's kind of weird, but the caution came out, and we're going to be back for the restart. And it looks like they're going to be taking their pit stops early. Most of the leaders have decided to pit, but the 19 has stayed out, and so did the 77. So those 2 drivers in the top 2. And by the way, when they restart, it's going to be the final lap of stage 2, and because they already took a caution, by the way, there's not going to be a stage break caution. This one will serve as a stage break caution, but the points will be scored after lap 21, which would have been where the stage ended anyway. So, yeah, no stage break caution for stages between 2 and 3 because it was too close and doesn't make sense to just run 1 lap and then the caution comes out instantly. Unless if it's a natural caution, but it doesn't make sense for a stage break caution here since they've already served a caution period before that. So the next lap is going to be the last lap of stage 2, and they will have no stage break cautions between 2 and 3 unless if a natural caution occurs in that same lap. So drivers, several of them stayed out, and Castillo is your leader. Maravilla and Ormond are in the top 3. And there's the rest of the top 10 all competing now to see who will win the race. Herrera comes off pit road. And Liam Stewart didn't have a great pit stop, so he's back in the pack. It'll be interesting to see if their strategy will work out in their favor of not pitting. Because there's not going to be a stage break caution now between 2 and 3. So we'll see if Castillo can hold on to the lead. His next competitor is Ronald Maravilla. By the way, these two teams won the past 2 championships. The 19 was with Hayden Stringer. And then the 77 was with last season with Ronald Maravilla. So we expect to see those. We expected to see these two out in front at some point. And now they're going to battle it out for the lead when we get back to the restart. Maravilla has not won this season. He needs a win to try to defend his championship crown he won last season. There's Nathan Ormond, the 24, also has not won this season. A lot of drivers have yet to win, and also James Richardson, but Zachary Fitzwater already has a win, won earlier this season, and was looking at another one. Here we go. On to the restart between Ron Maravilla, Giovanni Castillo. The next lap will actually be the final lap of Stage 2, so they will score stage points after that lap is completed. But again, there will be no stage break caution, as they already served a full caution beforehand. But if there is, but caution will only occur in lap 21 if there is a natural caution that is triggered. So here we go. On to the restart. Driver stayed out. How will this work out in their favor? Here we go. It's between Maravilla and Castillo in the restart on the front row. So let's see who's going to be on the gas first. When we get back to green, 13 laps to go at Sonoma. At least 13 to go at Sonoma, I should say. Here we go. To the green flag. Back at it again. They're even up on the uphill. Looks like Maravilla, a little bit of the edge here. 19 might try to fight back on the outside, but the 77 clears him. And Maravilla is the leader. And James Richardson took second. The 6 is now second right now. 2 former champions facing off for the Stage 2 win. One car got loose, but it was able to save it. Battle for stage points. Clark McKee, Hayden Stringer, Jamal Jackson inside the top 10, maybe. Again, they're going to keep on racing from stage 2 to 3. Maravilla looks like he's going to win stage number 2. But he's going to have to run it under green. He's going to have to hold off Richardson to win this race. And what if another caution occurs? Will they come to pits? That's the question. But anyway, stage 2's over. Maravilla will be the stage winner. And then Richardson, Castillo, Fitzwater, and Ormond top 5. Stringer, McKee, and Andrews top 10 with Durrani and Jamal Jackson. Andrews trying to gain a position on Clark McKee. It looks like he's clear the 43. Oh, 45 looks to make a comeback. See if Durrani goes by the 43 car inside the top 10. Goes by him, and what a move he made. And there's Dylan Ebrahimian inside the top 10 right now, passing Jamal Jackson. And now Maravilla has a big gap over the 6 of James Richardson. 11 laps when they hit the stripe. 11 more laps around here at Sonoma. Here comes Matt Gomes. 434. Let's see if he gets a run on the 47 right here on the carousel. He does. Cars coming to the pits now. Ibrahimian and Jamal Jackson couldn't make it. They had to come to the pits. So I'm sure that we're going to see more of these drivers coming to pit road in the next few laps. Going with different strategies, trying to stretch out the fuel. But the question is, will their strategy be sustainable for the rest of the race? As Maravilla was one of the drivers that stayed out during that last pit sequence under caution. Wonder if it's going to work out to their favor, or they're going to have to save fuel and try to stretch it out for the rest of the way. So far, they're hanging on. And side by side between Liam Stewart and Garrett Albertson. And I thought I mentioned the last race ended in overtime in Warwick Technology. The leaders coming to the pits. And they couldn't handle the fuel mileage. And Zachary Fitzwater's the leader. Oh man, the ones that stayed out ended up pitting anyway. Oh wow, they pitted almost instantly. I mean, we knew that something was going to go on pit road when we saw Ibrahimian pit. But I didn't even expect it would only last another lap. Wow. And Alexander Rowe just went by Matt Gomes for third. Now it's third. Now this is for third spot. Zachary Fitzwater's in the lead. Gomes trying to get back to third. And Rowe's going to block him. Connor Breen's going for fourth. Holy cow. Wow. The strategy did not work out for the leaders in front. They all had to come to the pits on that lap. Oh, wow. That is just insane. Holy cow. What were they doing? What were they trying to do here? They were trying to stretch it out. Maybe go as far as they can. Maybe they might work out if the drivers somehow run out of gas in the next couple laps. Zachary Fitzwater to the pits. Zach Fitzwater's going to the pits, and that's going to give the lead to Edith Cardoza. What a crazy start to stage 3. Drivers pitting under green. Strategy's not working in their favor, having to come for fuel. And now Cardoza's the leader. And her teammate behind her, Alexander Rowe, in second. This is crazy. This is crazy with 9 laps to go. Drivers pitting under green. And wow, I guess they were hoping that a stage break caution would occur, and they were surprised that it didn't happen. So now they had to change their strategies. Their strategies don't work out. I guess they realized there wasn't going to be a stage break caution, and it didn't work out in their favor. Now Connor Breton battling with Matt Gomes for third spot. And Gomes is going to clear Breton. Going to hang on to third. Oh no, 15 off the track. Lost the position to Rich Roy. Might lose another one to Chris Leone. And he does. Oh, he went off track. And this time Cardoza doesn't come to the pits. But will there be enough fuel in the tank at the end of the race? Oh, this is going to be, might come down to fuel strategy if there's no caution. Oh boy. Oh boy, this race is something. But still, it's going to be one of the most exciting races we've done in Sonoma in a long time. Alexander Rowe going for trying to hang on to second place. Matt Gomes trying to close the gap. This battle for second intense because Cardoza has a over 5-second lead on everybody else, with all the drivers having come down to pit road during the last few laps of green flag racing. Here comes Breton, looks low. We'll see if he gets an opportunity, just not going to quite get the position. Chris Leone passes the 14. Leone goes inside the top 10. 20 cars out in front by over 5 seconds, but is she going to have to come down to the pits sooner or later? Right now is hanging on for now to the lead. Alexander Rowe running in second place. He has to come to the pits. And that's going to give Matt Gomes the second spot now. Holy cow, this race is something weird. 7 laps to go. Will Cardoza make it on fuel? Here comes Breton and Hunter battling inside the top 5. I think this is now for 3rd place. Oh my goodness, this race is crazy. Cardoza's lead was increased to about a second and a half now, going to 6.6 seconds now. But is it going to matter if Cardoza has to come to the pits in this lap or so? Oh boy, this is crazy. This race is just something. Stage 3 is just bizarre. Anyway, Matt Gomes in second and Breton's running 3rd. Oh boy, this is just insanity. Cardoza in the lead right now. Maybe she might be coming to the pits here. And she's not right now, so she's going to try to stretch the fuel. She can stretch the fuel a little bit with a big gap that she has in front of Matt Gomes. So she can stretch out the fuel to try to make it to the end. Alexander Rowe stuck on pit road. Must have been a problem. 54 has an issue, and so he's stuck on pit road, and they're going to try to fix it before the race is over. Oh my goodness, this race, man. Anyway, Matt Gomes trying to hang on a second. He's hoping for a miracle in the front of the 20. Huge gap between first and second, but Gomes is just hoping for a miracle at this point. Edith Cardoza has never won a points-paying race in her Ultimate Series career, believe it or not. She competed a long time ago in the series, but has never won a points-paying race, an official points-paying race in the series history. And her only win, if we can call it that, came at in the All-Star Showdown. Back when it was known as the Showdown, All-Star Open in season 37. Yeah, season 37, she was the Showdown winner, or Open as we call it now, but she has never won a points-paying race in her Ultimate Series career, so she hangs on. She might do it here at Sonoma, of all places. Matt Gomes running in second, was the winner of Texas from earlier this season. Connor Breton 3rd, winner from Coda earlier this season. Matt Hunter was Championship 4 competitor last season, hasn't won this season, trying to get on the board. And Chris Leone 5th place in the 7 car. Leone hasn't won this season, hasn't won in a while, believe it or not. But Chris Leone, though, he's running 5th. Just waiting for something to happen in these final couple laps. Chris Leone, by the way, he won last season at Las Vegas. So, was a winner last season, but hasn't won this season. So, maybe trying to get on the board in these final 4 or so laps. 4 laps to go for Edith Cardoza. And now Alexander Rowe finally came off the pits after an unspecified repair had to be done on that 54 car. Puts him out of contention, was running as high as 2nd. But now 54 is out of contention to win this race. And going to have to cheer his teammate on as the 20 is out in front. So not much position battles going on inside the top 5. But they're just trying to hit the fuel numbers. Everyone's trying to hit their fuel numbers, trying to make it to the very end in these last couple laps at Sonoma with 4 laps to go. Cardoza lost a second of the lead, but I think she's trying to save fuel to try to make it to the very end. But if a caution comes out, we might have an overtime finish ahead of us. Because as mentioned earlier, Worldwide Technology in our last race, it ended in overtime. So there's always that possibility we can add another 2 more laps to that, and things would be very chaotic after it in terms of fuel mileage. Coming to 3 laps to go here at Sonoma Raceway. And Cardozo trying the best she can to hang on for the win. Got to hit every turn perfectly. Can't afford a mistake at this point. Got to see if she can save the field to try to win this race. With 3 to go. Caution comes out. It's going to be a big restart coming up. And we would come down to overtime to see who will win this race. The lead is under 5 seconds. The lead is a little bit above 5 seconds now. Gomes gained a little bit on the 20. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. Connor Breton, 3rd place right now. What a follow-up. He won at Coda, the other road course race, and now he goes to 3rd here at Sonoma. And another road course is coming up after this race, so I'm pretty sure he's looking forward to that one. Into the S's coming down right now, and Matt Hunter still 4th, and there's the inside of the top 10. All battling for every point possible. Trying to hang on and try to see who will win this race. Coming at 2 laps to go for Edith Cardozo. Into the carousel. 2 laps remaining for Edith Cardozo in the number 20 car. It would be a long time coming to finally get a victory in a points-paying race. Cardozo, her only win, which is really unofficial, again came in season 37 at the All-Star Open, All-Star Showdown, whatever you want to call it. But it was an it was that race that qualified her into the All-Star race that season. But she has actually never won a points-paying race in her career. We'll see if she can finally do it here today. Lead is under 4.8 seconds. But again, trying to save fuel and ensure that she makes it to the very end. I think Matt Gomes is going to have to save fuel too, and that's why he just isn't able to be as aggressive as he wanted to. Go for the lead. White flag coming up next time by for the 20 of Edith Cardozo. Will she hold on to win this race at Sonoma? Here we go. White flag in the air. She's going to try to make it on the final lap. Coming down to the S carousel. White flag coming out next time by. It will finish under green, maybe. And there will be 1 lap to go at Sonoma Raceway. Last lap. She's going to have to try to hit her marks here on these final couple corners. Edith Cardozo out in front. 20 car might be the first from the Joe Gibbs team to win and lock that spot in the playoffs. Cardozo is going to have to go through the corner a couple more times. Might be a long time coming for Edith Cardozo. She's waited over 10 seasons to get a victory in the Ultimate Series. Just a few laps from finally making the dream happen. Down the final corners, does she have enough fuel to finish this race? In the final corners, into the carousel one last time. Here she comes. Edith Cardozo. Gonna take the checkered flag off the final corner. She's gonna win at Sonoma. First career Ultimate Series win. The wait is finally over. Edith Cardozo wins at Sonoma. Alrighty guys, your final results from Sonoma. Edith Cardozo, your race winner, and led the most laps today with 10. And I believe she has the most points of today's race, 44 to be exact. Connor Breton scored 42, and Nelson Herrera scored 40 points. Take a look at the rest of the field on the left of your screen. You can pause the video to find where you finished. And we had 6 lead changes, and again, Cardozo led the most laps with 10 laps led. And Stage 1, Nelson Herrera was the stage winner, and Stage 2, Ronald Marvila was the winner. But who would have thought Edith Cardozo would be the race winner after all that? Cardozo was 7th in the first stage, but in the second stage she finished in the 12th position. So she was able to work her way up and take home the victory at Sonoma, and it's the first time she's won a points-paying race in her career. even though she first competed, I believe, in season 36 of her career. So Cardozo's a winner, and here are the standings as we head to our next race over at Chicago. Quinn Moore has the points lead now, 2 points ahead of Ryan Durrani, and 9 points ahead of Matt Gomes. So the top 3 drivers in points right now at least have 1 win. So this is an interesting battle for the regular season title, I should say, in the standings. We all know that there's going to be the playoffs, and all those drivers are locked in so far in the playoffs this season. So right now we have 11 drivers locked into the playoffs on race wins. Durrani, Moore, Gomes, and then Sachs and Breton, they're 9th and 10th. Francis and Luke Lawle, 13th and 14th. LG Latars, 16th. Cardozo, her win puts her up to 22nd in the points. John Andrews, 26th in the points, but he has 2 wins. That should lock him in to the playoffs regardless of what happens. And Zachary Fitzwater with 1 win is 29th, and not sure if the top 30 rule is in effect in this standings, but Fitzwater's currently 29th, still hanging in the balance. Might need another win, as I said, in order to lock himself into the playoffs for sure, for real. So those are your standings heading into our next race. And it will be at the Chicago Street Course, which will be our second straight road course event. And you do not want to miss that one. Last season's race was a thriller. But we'll see what happens as several drivers already have experience on the Chicago Street Course. And we'll see. We'll get a good race out of that. Anyway, until next time, we'll see you later.